Hello people and welcome to this new class in where we are gonna see how to add captions automatically to our images. So let's continue working with this spread about Alhambra Gardens because as you can see we have some captions of the flowers images. Let's switch to the normal view, hitting here this button or using the shortcut W so we can see the margins, the guides, the text boxes and so on. Then I will zoom in to be closer to the first photo, the Cruciata flower. As you can see, here we have a text box. This text box has been made by me independently, but we can do captions automatically. How? Easy. We select the pick, right-click Captions, and then this menu is expanded and we find three options: Caption Setup, Generate Live Caption, and Generate Static Caption. These captions options can be found as well if we go over Object Captions, but in my opinion it's more intuitive to just click on the photo, right click and find captions. So let's go with the first option, Caption Setup. As you can imagine, from here we will be able to set up how it's gonna be our automatic caption. We can add some text before, we can select the metadata which is gonna appear on our caption, and we have many different options: the name, the status, the page, size, cover space, etc, etc. And we can add some text after. We can even add another line of metadata caption just by clicking on here on this add button. Then we will have another line in our caption. Anyways, I will erase this last step and let's see how it works, the position and style. First of all, we find the alignment, and if we expand this menu we can align the caption below the image, above the image, left of image and right of image. We will see that here left and right, in my opinion, is not working so good, and that is a problem of this tool. Then we can select the paragraph style that we want to use in that caption, because in the end it's gonna be like a text box, and the layer in where we want to place our caption. Last option is to make the caption and the image a group by clicking on here. So let's start saying that we want our caption below image, then the offset could be adjusted here. Let's increase it a little bit, 3 millimeters, and the metadata will be just the name. Okay, setup finished. Now let's add a caption. Right click again, caption, and then we find these two options: Generate Live Caption and Generate Static Caption. And first of all, what is the difference between these two guys? Summing up, live caption means that our caption, our text, is gonna be linked with the metadata of the photo. If the metadata changes, our caption will change as well. On the other hand, the static caption is not linked with the metadata, so we can call it more like plain text. And if you are wondering what is the metadata, we could define it as hidden information stored inside a file, in this case a photo, which describes many different things: the content, the origin, the name, and more settings. So in my experience, normally we will use the static caption. So let's do it. I select the image, right click, Captions, Generate Static Caption. And here we are. We cannot see it clearly because it's over this second image, the water lily flower. But if I move or I cut this image, we can see it clearly. In the metadata option, we said that we wanted to use the name. So here we have the name. And if I select and if I click on the caption, we can see that it is a text box. And if you are wondering what is this big offset around, this is coming from the text wrap menu. So I should go over here to the text wrap floating panel, and we can see that the setup is 6 millimeters around. So we can change it from here, let's say 0 millimeters. And in case that we wanna edit the text, we just have to go into the text box, click twice, and we can write here whatever we want. For instance, Cruciata with a good spelling. But imagine that we want to use a specific style for this caption text. Then we should use a paragraph style. I know that we haven't studied the paragraph styles yet, but here I will show you a kind of preview. So I will move to paragraph styles, and here I have prepared one called captions. This paragraph styles in the end is just some properties for the text. I'm talking about the size of the typography, the style, if it is bold, if it is italic, the color, the alignment, these kind of things. So once we have created a paragraph style, we can use it, right? I can use it just by selecting this text box and then click on the paragraph style, and here we are. You can see that it is the same as the one I did manually before, the one placed on the left. And the other way for using this paragraph style and captions all together is to select the image, then go right click, go to captions again, caption setup, and on here let's go to paragraph style option, let's expand the menu and let's select the paragraph style created for this case called captions. Then OK, again right click, captions, generate static caption. Again it is placed below the water lily photo and over the third one. So I will select the third one, I will cut it, but this guy already has the correct paragraph style. That means the correct typography, the correct size, the correct everything. What is not correct is the name. So I will click twice and write manually water lily. Again, we can see that we are using a text wrap around this text box. So we should go over text wrap. And this time I will click on here, no text wrap. If I don't want this to happen again in other photos, I should go over text wrap again when I haven't selected anything yet, and then say no text wrap. Anyways, you can see how we are adding captions automatically to our photos. The thing is that all of these captions are placed below when we don't have much space there, so we are cutting the photos, right? The good position for this design is on the left side of the photos. But look what happens when I use that option automatically. I will select the Cruciata photo, right click, captions, caption setup, and then position and style. Instead of below image, left of image. Offset 3 mm could be correct. Paragraph style captions is correct. So let's click OK. Then right click, captions, generate static caption. And here we can see the problem I talked about before. This kind of alignment is not what we are looking for, right? So I will erase it. So in case that we want something like this on the left, but horizontal, this tool is not helping us. We have to do it manually. To finish the class, you have to know that this caption tool can be used in a massive way if we use the links panel. From here, we can select all the photos that we want to have a caption on. Let's select all, then right click, captions, generate static captions. And then look, automatically all the photos selected in the links panel have a caption on the left, all of them. So this is something good to know, not for this project, but maybe for other kinds of projects. So in this case, Control Command set. We already have a general overview about this tool. It is a tool with its pros and cons, so we will have to think carefully when we want to use it. Time to say goodbye, and I hope to see you in the next episode.